Hello there, Sev from 17 once again, bringing you the second section to Chapter 8 in my Killzone 3 Elite Difficulty video walkthrough. And this is the level Interception, as anyone will be able to tell because it's in space and it's the only level in space. And once you've twisted the valve and this door opens, there's going to be a bunch of rocket launcher guys on the balconies. So I always say fight fire with fire, and because there's that ammo crate there, the best thing to do is to just fire your rocket at the dudes and kill them as they're all bunched up together. And right then, if you can hit that elevator door as it comes down when all those guys come out, you will kill all of them at the same time. I kind of fucked up my shot just then because this rocket launcher is pretty inaccurate. But the safest way to do this bit is to stay out of the room. If you go into the room, you're just asking to get 2 to 3 bullet killed. It's far too dangerous. And what's also going to happen is that right elevator is going to open up and a heavy's going to turn up, one of the big dudes with the backpacks. There's also the sentry guys, so if you take your distance with those, they won't even shoot at you, and that makes that you'll be safe. And watch out for that. That is the kamikaze dive that the sentries do. As you can see, if I'd have been even remotely closer to that explosion, I would have died. But there's your big fella. One thing I'll say about this guy is if you can make him turn around and then hit him with the rocket launcher on his battery pack, you will kill him in one hit, even on Elite. The only problem is the rocket launcher is a little bit, unreliable, and sometimes he shows his back at the wrong section, so you can't really shoot him very well. And then I generally just shoot his tits off with the rockets and just keep firing them at him because that's the best thing to do, really. You're in no real threat because it takes him a long time to come to you, and by the time he gets even remotely close, you should have killed him. And then you can push on into that room and carry on Interception, because it isn't too challenging. Yeah, this level's pretty simple, really. You've just got to play it smart because there is a lot of dudes. And one of my subscribers has just commented on a video asking me what I think out of the 3 titles I've just made guides for, being Crysis 2, Homefront and this. What I think is in the run for maybe Game of the Year. And I've just replied to that comment, so I'm not going to ruin the answer. You'll have to go and check that video out. But what I will say is I'm going to compare the 3 to each other right now. And the various categoristics of the game. Can't say that word today, don't know why. Because it's categories just with the statistical end, which is ridiculous, but words, the majesty of them. Anyhow, story-wise, I would probably give the edge out of the 3 games to Homefront. The main reason for that is they actually had a guy write it, the dude that did, Red Dawn, and who did Apocalypse Now, and it was an interesting story. Don't get me wrong, when you played the game, the narrative itself and the plot threads were kind of bullshitty and overlooked, but for a premise, it definitely had the best premise, I thought. Gameplay-wise, when it comes to shooting, I'd give it to Homefront again, because the shooting on Killzone 3 is atrocious. You barely did any shooting on Crysis 2, and Homefront, when you aimed at guys, they died, and that gets the win for me every time. Visually, now that's tough, because Crysis 2 and Killzone 3 both look absolutely fantastic. But I think for me, I'd probably give it to Killzone, mainly because this visual style has a very interesting aesthetic. It's very stylized as opposed to just super realistic like what Crysis was. Sound design has definitely got to go to Killzone 3 as well because it sounds fantastic and the orchestral score on it is brilliant. Multiplayer could be it's a tie because I haven't played the multiplayer on this, but it's between Killzone and Crysis, that one. And overall, money's worth, replay value, probably gonna be Killzone again because it's got the longer. Well, Crysis 2 has a much longer campaign, but the multiplayer on that I don't think has very many legs because I didn't enjoy it. This has decent campaign, it has the multiplayer, which is almost like big battles akin to a Homefront or a Battlefield. It also has the bot zone, which is a great addition and will extend any game's lifetime. But out of the 3, which game would I buy if I bought any? I mean, personally, I wouldn't buy any of them. I don't think any of them are especially as good as they could have been. But Killzone 3 probably ekes it out purely because I don't have many games for my PS3 and it gives me a gateway to hopefully get into the multiplayer on the PS3. So that's my opinion. Feel free to comment on yours if any of your guys feel passionately about it. I just think this year there are much better games coming out, so it's far too early to say any of these titles are going to claim the trophy for best game. There is far too many big hitters. I mean, we don't even know if Modern Warfare 3 is coming out in November, and regardless, they could put a piece of dog shit in a bin liner and charge $60 for it, or 60 quid, or whatever you want to say, and as long as it said Modern Warfare or Call of Duty on it, it'd still sell 100 million easily in the first weekend, so regardless of quality. And I personally feel that the next Call of Duty has to do something drastically different. It has to up the ante, because Black Ops is a testament that a lot of people are getting bored of the formula. He doesn't have the same legs that he did in Modern Warfare 2 or Call of Duty 4, so they need to change the formula, just like Call of Duty 4 did, reinvent the wheel and make something special. And I mean, that's not even counting out things like Gears of War 3, you know, the new Duke Nukem. It might be an absolute pile of shit, but it might be the best game ever made, you don't know, it's one of those, you know, sleepers. And then there's things like Brink that are coming out. Max Payne 3 might be coming out. You've got that LA Noire that no one knows really what the hell it's about, aside from really good motion capture and really good lip syncing. And then there's all sorts of games coming out. Like Portal 2 could be the game of the year purely because it's so interesting and intelligent. It's far too early to say. There's just too much stuff coming out. There's too many games. But this section right now, you can tell the gravity is off, and you're going to get rushed by a bunch of light machine gun guys. So kill them from a distance, push them back, use these crates for cover. It's not too challenging, and you'll notice right there is the arc cannon, which is my green cannon of doom that I have dubbed it. Use it, it's fantastic. It will save your ass in numerous situations. There's also a sniper rifle if you're no good at shooting, but I personally stick with the arc gun. Can't go wrong. We are coming up towards the latter end of Interception, because the final video is all the space bullshit at the end. And if anybody wants to know what the expression planet bullshit is, or fluent bullshit, then yeah, you're going to find out pretty soon, because that's what the end of this game is. It is a completely unbalanced and untested section of a game that is far too difficult for its own good. That is the definition of planet bullshit. So let's have a look, see what we're doing here. So we've got a rocket launcher guy on the balcony that I've just clipped with a sniper rifle. And this is the final push, to get to the escape pods. And as you push up here, you're going to get attacked by capture troops. You're going to get attacked by light machine gun guys. They're going to send a lot of dudes at you. And the luxury of this fight is, if you've got anything like the sniper rifle, like what I'm using now, you will be able to kill people very quickly. If you've got the arc cannon, it'll be the exact same, because they're going to come bunched up, so I would definitely recommend using the arc cannon. The good old green cannon of doom. So I'm going to pick it up now. And as you walk forward, if you charge it, you should be able to get them as they spawn. Oh, whoa, lightning guy. That was bad. But I made up for it with a nice knife to the eye. So be careful of him, he does take a beating. But now he's died. If you push forward, I fired then, I don't think I hit a damn thing. There they are, there they've spawned. Charge again, fire into them. It's another one of the heavy guys, I think. I can't even tell, there's too much green. There's a heavy guy with his lightning rod. So if you hit him, there you go, that knocks him off his feet. He's still alive though, he's going to get up. I got hit by a rocket then. Should have probably died. You don't have to charge this gun for it to be effective, you can burst fire it. And right now I'm going to run all the way back and try and get some ammo for it probably. Yeah, there we go. There's your ammo dump, feel free to spam it. This is the last encounter of the game on foot. You taking on these dudes here. So spam the best weapon on the game. You know, show no mercy. They wouldn't show you any mercy, so don't feel bad about it. And then once you push forward, there'll be a cutscene, and it's going to lead to the next video. But yeah, there's a guy on the balcony there, so make sure you clean him up, or he will end your day. But push forward, and I'll see you guys in part 3. So thanks for watching. I hope the guide's helping. If you're new, subscribe. If you're old, like this shit. You know, like it's going out of fashion. And you take care now.